Every year, 8 million animals end up in animal shelters or pet rescues. Nearly 2.7 million of those animals are euthanized due to low adoption rates. If you and your family are considering adding a new furry friend to your family, I highly encourage you to consider adopting a pet from your local animal shelter or pet rescue. And adopting your next furry friend, you'll not only save a pet and give them a forever home, you'll also gain a lifelong companion. The biggest benefit to adopting from your local animal shelter, for me, would have to be the sense of companionship. At the end of a long day, no matter what kind of day I've had, my dogs are always waiting for me by my front door with a huge smile on their face, and their tails are always wagging because they're always so happy to see me. For me, that gives me such a sense of joy, and no matter what mood I'm in, it always makes me feel happy, and I just forget about all of my other worries because they're always so happy to see me. Another amazing benefit to adopting a pet would have to be, for me, the sense of responsibility. Just knowing that their every need relies on me, from their food to water to shelter. They need you for just about everything to survive in their day to day life. Having a pet also encourages, for me, to be more physically active and healthy. So if that means taking them for a walk, going out in the backyard and just throwing the tennis ball around, or sometimes going to the dog park, it encourages me to not only give them their exercise, but to also get out and be active myself. Another benefit to adopting a pet from your local animal shelter would be that it's a lot more budget friendly for most families than it would be to go purchase a puppy from a breeder. Um, in purchasing your new pet from an animal shelter, there's typically a lot less upfront costs. When you get your new dog or cat from an animal shelter, they usually have already been microchipped, spayed and neutered, and they will typically have their first year or their first round of shots as well. This is going to save a new pet owner a lot of money versus when you get a puppy from a breeder, you're typically going to have to go to the vet several different times to have different rounds of shots, as well as if you need to follow up to have them spayed, neutered, or microchipped. Another way to save money when adopting your pet from your local animal shelter would be to watch for promotions, and sometimes they'll do special clear the shelter days to make room for new animals in the animal shelter who are in seek of a new loving home. They will run a special or an advertised deal to get all the pets who are already in the shelter out to make way for the new ones. Also, August 19th is National Pet Adoption Day, and a lot of shelters will run specials or even free adoptions on those particular days. So if you're looking for a pet, definitely check out your local animal shelters websites or Facebook pages and follow them to check and see when they are running specials to help save you in your adoption fees as well. Another benefit to adopting your pet from an animal shelter or a rescue would be the fact that you are helping to clear out the shelters who are overcrowded. This prevents any animals who are adoptable from being euthanized, and when you adopt those pets, it does make way, like I said, for more animals to be brought in who need a home, and they are able to stay at the shelter until that home is made available for them. It also supports those local nonprofits in our community, such as the animal shelters and rescues, when you adopt through those agencies. It also makes it harder for the puppy mills in a lot of communities to survive when you're primarily adopting pets out of your animal shelter. It makes it more difficult for those puppy mills to get those puppies out and continue with their operations. With all that being said, I strongly encourage anyone who's um, in having the opportunity to adopt or even foster a pet through your local animal shelter to do so and to reach out to those outlets if you're able. In the event that you're not able to actually adopt or foster a pet, there are also other opportunities within the animal shelter to make a difference and to help control the pet population. One would be to simply just donate. If you're able to donate $5 or a bag of dog food or cat food here and there, it's always appreciated. If you're not able to invest any money or things like that, you can also always just donate your time, whether it be just helping out at adoption events or going to the shelter and just playing with the dogs or cats and giving them exercise or helping clean up around the shelter. Those services are always appreciated by the animal shelters, and there's always a need for that as well. In the event that you're not able to do any kind of volunteer, fostering, or even adopting, word of mouth and just simple education, educating your friends and family on adopting, but also spay and neutering their pets is very, very important. And it will help to keep our population of animals down, as well as keep those animals out of the animal shelters. And just saving one dog, it may not save the world, but surely it will change the life for that one dog. I believe that in saying that anytime you're able to or you're in search of a new pet, always consider saving a pet from your local animal shelter or rescue and keep those shelters empty as empty as we can. Thank you and have a great day.